white fragility. Because the term has set off a healthy introspection about unwitting racism, this term deserves definition. I read the book closely, most of it twice, but find no definition of white fragility, only examples. So I'm going to give no definition of my own, but I will give two examples of my own, and they ring more true than Robin DiAngelo's. Number one, white fragility is when white progressives confront truths, or at least strong propositions that shake their long-held convictions about race. And that includes the truth that most white Americans hold no racial animosities, that most white Americans support laws and government actions that treat blacks equally. Almost every white American in the Northeast is revolted and would like to see Dylan Roof drop dead or be killed. It's a falsity, therefore, so much of what progressives have come to believe. And when truths hit them, that could cause fragility. Second, white fragility is also when whites are cowed by militant progressives. Whites who'd like to speak openly about race can't do so. They want to avoid this searing charge of being called a racist. They want to avoid hurting others' feelings in a supercharged atmosphere. That supercharging is largely because of progressives. This results in one of four actions by a white speaker or would-be speaker. One is to lie. Two is to stay silent. Three is to say something especially delicately to make a minority member feel better. Four is to create a double standard that artificially elevates those in the minority. Now, 3 and 4 are nice, okay? They're treating others to make them more comfortable, but they're especially condescending. And a good number of blacks don't want that kind of condescension. That's second-class citizenship. And making blacks second-class citizens is a major consequence of militant progressivism. Now, when 60 years ago, whites and blacks were fighting Jim Crow officials, that had merit because there was truly second-classness then in the South. When trying to uplift modern American blacks, where America has very few racist pockets left, and when America has a swarm of sympathy for those treated unjustly because of their race, progressive militance causes us to backslide. It causes progressives, the well-meaning ones, to actually fall into the clutches of the leftists, the not well-meaning ones. Aligning with a bigger group, there's some similarity, it should be cut off. Good progressives should be elevating blacks without taking down American values, which most blacks hold. So here's the best explanation to Robin DiAngelo's subtitle, Why It's So Hard for White People to Talk About Racism. It's because progressive militants puts whites in a no-win situation if they do talk about racism. It's that simple. There. Now you need not read the other 150